around with the other anti-Semites, hammering his face.
My mom used to take these away when I was growing up because I was always bone smashing.
Excessive drug.
I ain't gonna lie, as a parent, you gotta feel like, damn, bro, I fucking failed as a parent, haven't I, bro? You look at your kid, you see this nigga bone smashing his fucking his head with a hammer, you're probably over there like, bro, I failed as a parent. It's over. Clavicular ruined his life for content. Video by Omizi. I ain't gonna lie, it seems like everything I've said in my past Clavicular videos are kind of coming true in terms of the fact that this nigga is actually on a horrible life trajectory just for content, views, stuff like that. I said if he keeps going down the way he's going down, he's gonna end up like Jack Doherty or worse. And apparently this nigga got arrested. I don't know, but let's get into it, man. Let's go. Oh shit, nigga got this like alien.
Oh.
Chilling, bro. And I got thousands of niggas gotta come down.
My daughter black and my son black. He talking about black people, talking about my kids. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. Call me a nigga hoe. On my mama.
All right, brother.
Call me a hoe,
Say
nigga.
what you have to
You
say.
talking about my kids,
wow.
Go
nigga.
ahead, man.
When you say black people, bitch
ahead,
ass
man.
nigga, you scared now, but gonna get internet.
Oh wow.
Holy
Everything was
fuck.
Not looking good at all.
This guy's fucking Hell Hitler. Drop N-bomb.
Oh wow, they know who he is. Saying the N-word without any sort of care, being anti-Semitic and hanging around with the other anti-Semites, hammering his face.
My mom used to take these away when I was growing up because I was always bone smashing.
Excessive drug.
I ain't gonna lie, as a parent, you gotta feel like, damn, bro, I fucking failed as a parent, haven't I, bro? You look at your kid, you see this nigga bone smashing his fucking his head with a hammer, you're probably over there like, bro, I failed as a parent. It's over. I failed as a parent. That's probably how I would feel if I saw my kid smashing his face in with a hammer to looks max. I'd be like, bro, I fucking failed as a parent. It's over for me. I might as well hang my shit up in the rafters, bro. It's over.
Usage.
I'm not ripping back tonight, bro. My heart is beating way too fast. It's like more than normal, so yeah, no, fuck that. I'm not doing any coke. I'll just take some meth.
And just blatant ignorance.
What?
These are all the things.
Why is that an ultimatum? Why is that like a, oh, shit, can't do coke today. Might as well do meth. Sucks to be me, man. I can't do coke. I guess I gotta do meth today. Like, what? Why? Why do you gotta pick between either or? It should be neither. And how is he even getting meth in the first? Actually, he lives in Florida. It probably ain't too hard to get meth from Florida. But shit. Goddamn!
That Clavicular represents, and right now he's paying for his actions on social media. If you're new to this channel and you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way. Every subscriber gained is me combating being mogged to death. Trust me, I need it bad. Now, back into the video.
Like, nigga, I got expelled from college, like, not too long ago. I thought it was fucked.
Jesus Christ, this nigga looks rougher and rougher every clip I see. This nigga's like actively decomposing. That's what I've been seeing on TikTok too. They've been like, oh yeah, this nigga Clavicular's withering. That shit put me on my ass. I was like, god damn.
It's brutal.
That shit was funny as hell.
Social media has like made it possible for me to actually be myself and, you know, shoot up roids, fucking, be crazy, looks max.
A couple months ago on this channel, I at least attempted to, before the video got shaken up by YouTube's algorithm, talk about this trend that's been going on social media for years now. This trend where these new influencers, these new content creators come on, say the most outrageous things, do the most outrageous stunts.
I give a fuck about Palestine or Israel. Is Palestine gonna help me mog or what? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't think so. I don't care about anything that doesn't directly correlate with me mogging.
And it's like another level of race.
You being racist is a form of mogging, in your opinion?
baiting.
Alright.
It's ignorant baiting. It's these stupid people who just go over the top in order to get some sort of attention. And I wanted to talk about how it ultimately backfires. But seeing Clavicular around all these other content creators and streamers in the past month or so, he's like that creature from that Alien movie where they get the worst enemy, mix it with the second worst enemy, they do some sort of creation in a lab, and this monstrosity spews out. The problem with content creators like this is that they're not actually creating anything. No real opinions, no creativity, nothing substantive as to what they're actually doing. Their virality and fame is based off of doing the most insane things in the world. And this isn't just insane by our standards. These are insane by even the most insane people's standards. One of the creators of these trends, Myron, even had to let his disciple Clavicular know, like, this is stupid what you're doing. And he doesn't agree with the concept.
He had to have Myron Gaines tell him to chill the fuck out. Think about that for a second. He had to have Myron Raccoon ass Gaines tell him, bro, you're doing too much. You got to chill the fuck out, bro. If nothing else showed you that you were doing the most, Myron Gaines telling you to chill the fuck out should. And like, that should have been the nail in the coffin right there. Somebody like that telling you to calm the fuck down, you should probably realize that you're wilding the fuck out.
Double jaw surgery, which is a massively invasive, osteotomy. Do you think that that's over the top? Do you think that that's too far?
For me, it would be too far, right? I wouldn't do it.
In the last video that I talked about this, I highlighted the fact that you don't become content to be created because people are fond of you. Honestly, you become the moment, the spotlight, the highlight of the month, week, year, whatever the case.
Holy shit.
And that highlight illuminates the moment, the spotlight, the highlight.
I forgot about, I guarantee you a lot of y'all forgot about her too. The fucking Hawk Tour girl, bruh. Yo, where the fuck even is she now? It's crazy that we're saying this, and I'm pretty sure she blew up in like 2024, 2025, somewhere around there. Bruh, as quick as it came up, that shit came right the fuck back down.
Of the month, week, year, whatever the case may be. And that highlight illuminates a train wreck. The reason why people are having Clavicular on their platforms is because he's crashing in real time. Why? Because half of the things he does is illegal. Just recently, Clavicular got arrested and been charged with 2 counts of felony offenses: forgery involving possession of a forged instrument and dangerous drug possession use, along with 1 misdemeanor count for a minor using a false ID to enter.
Is he being detained at the moment?
He's being placed under arrest.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Now, oftentimes we do think that these things are staged and fake, but no, Clavicular has to make sure that these charges are real. And he has to make sure that everything he does is captured. Now, from what we can see, this is a serious case. When his friend live streamed at the police station, it appears that Clavicular is not allowed to leave the state of Arizona until this whole case is situated.
He can't return to the scene of the offense. He can't possess any weapons, any drugs without a valid prescription. He also cannot leave the state of Arizona. That's the big one. If he
They
leaves,
got this nigga on fucking hold in Arizona. God damn. Shit. I thought motherfuckers was lying when they were like, oh yeah, nah, he's held up. I don't know if he's probably not like detained, like arrested, like in jail and shit like that, but he can't leave the state of Arizona. That's tough. That is tough as fuck. God damn.
the state of Arizona, he is going to catch more charges, going to be revoked on release, okay?
But for whatever reason with these train wreck ass creators, they cannot shut the cameras off. Clavicular even tells his friends to continuously go live, not just because he's galvanizing the support of like, you know, a bunch of other loser friends, but because he wants you, the audience, to see the train wreck in real time. Now, since then, he has been released from jail on a $25,000 bond, awaiting any sort of further thing to happen to him. And you would think that Clavicular would learn some sort of lesson from this. He does have people surrounding him with the best support that he can from a legal aspect, but they're also trying to reach him on a humanistic level. Aiden Ross apparently reached out to Clavicular saying that, you know, we're gonna get you the best lawyers and stuff like that to take care of this legal situation. But also, we don't want you to die because what you're doing is a path of self-destruction.
They're trying to make an example out of him. That's why they're saying he has to go to court in 2-3 weeks. So let me explain to you guys what the fuck I did. I called Clav, we're getting the best lawyers, everybody, she's good. But Clav, I'm gonna make sure that like, I want you to get the help you deserve. Bro, nobody deserves to die at a young age. I just care. I want him to just, you know, be in a good spot.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I I need to see if anybody did like a mental deep dive video into Clavicular, because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of the stuff he does, it looks like a mental illness sometimes. Like, nobody who's mentally like good and okay is gonna bone smash and take coke and meth and do all these things to try to like, and there's nothing wrong with trying to look better, obviously, but there are natural and healthy ways to do it without like doing shit like this. Like, I don't know if he has self-esteem issues. I don't know what it is, but he, like, I know I be joking about him, stuff like that, but we got to get a little serious here, bro. This man needs help. Like, I don't know if his parents didn't give him like that much attention when he was a kid. I don't know what life circumstance has got him to this point, but he needs help. He needs help. I'm not gonna, nobody can look at Clavicular's lifestyle, what he does, the people he hangs around, stuff like that, and think, oh yeah, this person is mentally sane, they're mentally good. Like, no. And maybe, you know, I'm not one to comment on his mental health issues, you know. I don't know. Maybe he is doing good and he's just doing this for antics. I don't know. But a part of me feels like this is a way bigger issue than everybody's trying to make it seem. This is a huge issue. This is a mental health, get you a therapist, go to the psych ward type of issue, man.
A bad look when the other self-destructive content creators are telling you that you are being so self-destructive that they can't even attach themselves to you. Like, they're actively seeking out help for you and they're not even helping themselves. I think that's a crazy concept. So I think that everybody knows at this point that being around Clavicular means that there is going to be fire that follows. And not fire in a good way, fire in a bad way. His name is now ringing bells in people's ears because I think that a lot of people saw what happened in the early portion of the 2020s with these over-the-top, exaggerated, self-destructive content creators. And whether you agree with me or not, but just listen as I name some of these names. Andrew Tate, Jack Doherty, Neon, Kevin Samuels, Myron, Walter, hell, Sneeko, Aiden Ross, Rollo Tomasi, Ed Matthews. A lot of these people make up like that red pill manosphere side of the internet. Some of them, like Nick Fuentes, who I didn't mention, are anti-Semitic and have a bunch of racial stuff going on. But for what it's worth, all of them have negative connotations towards their name, even if you may not feel that way. I know the Kevin Samuels defenders are going to be in my comment section. What that means is that organizations, structures, groups, whatever, jobs, businesses are hyper vigilant of anybody and everybody that is featured on these people's streams. And that would exist 10 times for the people going forward that end up on people like Clavicular streams. So it's no surprise to me that a group of Arizona State University students got packed up from their sorority based off of being on his stream.
They got dropped.
Wait.
Every girl that was in the video, they got dropped. Like their sorority, like president dropped them.
With the coke?
And they have drinks in their hands, they can't have drinks.
This nigga is such a risk in life that he got Arizona State sorority girls to get dropped from their sorority. Oh my God. Oh, that is fucking insane. Just being around him and associated with him gets you dropped from your own sorority. Damn.
Any picture, they have to be like perfect.
How many people in fact?
Roughly like probably like 15.
15. Wait, so they're kicked out of the frat?
Yeah, so they're girls.
Saying the N-word on street. Yeah, dude, the bitch who said that is. How did Clav single-handedly ruin ASU Greek life? How did I ruin it?
Oh wait, hold on. She said the N-word on. Okay, the girl who said the N-word on stream, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, she deserved to get dropped. But what about the other 14 girls? What did they do?
Your fault. You guys did retarded shit. You guys were holding cocaine up to a fucking live stream camera.
Now these consumers of this content.
Never mind. Okay. If that's the case, fuck what I said earlier. This might not be Clav's fault. This is their fault. Why the fuck are you holding up cocaina to the camera? You ain't think this was gonna trace back, bro? You thought you were Alias? Fuck no. fuck no.
And have their own responsibilities as far as what they do with their actions after the fact. Like if you listen to some red pill dating advice and then took it verbatim, like those memes where the guy is like, I'm a high value man, and you took that into real life and it did not work for you, then, you know, sucks to suck on you. Like that's totally your fault. I have no sympathy for those young women saying the N-word on live stream, flashing bags of cocaine at the camera, and then ultimately getting banned from their sorority. I'm surprised they haven't been kicked out of fucking school. But that does not mean that the creator themselves doesn't have some sort of blame in the situation. These people consuming your content are chasing the same 15 minutes of fame that you are, and you're out here promoting degeneracy.
My top drugs are meth, ketamine, Adderall, steroids, peptides. I do it all. I do it all.
You're like, you just
And people say that I'm like distasteful or rude when I say this nigga Clavicular is not making it to 30. Did you just hear him talking about his top drugs? Like, if this nigga don't change his lifestyle soon, bro, he's not gonna be here to tell the tale, bro. And I know he said, oh yeah, I'm not a longevity person, but I'm pretty sure he at least expected to live to like 25. The way he going, that might not be enough. That might not happen. That might not happen.
Streams or something?
I do TikTok. And like
No. I seen your clips before. You were with Kai Sinai, right?
No, you know I'm not with Kai, but it's nice to meet you, man.
Oh, nice to meet you too, bro.
Wait, that's the dude that was with Piper Raquel. What's his name? I fucking forgot his name at this point. Damn. But this nigga Clav is so geeked. So I'm on my body. I'm pretend I'm my body. Shout out Bruce, bro. This nigga is so geeked that he thought this nigga was Rakai. Look at him and then look at Rakai. Do these motherfuckers look similar at all? No. Get this nigga Clav some help. This nigga needs rehab.
Yeah, my bad. I'm tripping balls on ketamine right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
And so while I would like to put 100% of the blame on the people who are actually doing the actions, I can't help but to remind influencers that the word influencer means that you are influential and you are influencing people to do certain things. You gotta have a little bit more responsibility with your voice and your power. Otherwise, you'll have fans running up to you saying things like, I don't know, I got inspired to do coke because of you.
Thank you, bro. Awesome. I love you so much.
Take care.
I did have gone to coach because of you, bro. You're so
In the first Clavicular video that I made, people thought that I was crazy for saying, oh yeah, he's gonna influence people to do these things. Motherfuckers was like, oh bro, it's not that serious. Oh, you're dumb if you get influenced by this. Like, oh, nobody's gonna get influenced by this, bro. You're talking shit. You're being a conspiracy theorist. All that shit. Look at what this girl just said. Now she may be trolling. You know, I want to put it past her if she is, but the fact that this is even a thing, the fact that this is even a quote unquote joke, maybe is crazy. The fact that there are probably kids out there right now who Clav has inspired in some sort of way to do some of the shit that he's done. Even if you're doing half of the shit or even 25% of the shit that Clav is doing, you're literally ruining your life. And these young ass kids are out here thinking that this shit's cool. With great power comes great responsibility. That should be influencer 101 right there, bro. Have some goddamn responsibility when it comes to this shit, bro. And I know he said, oh yeah, don't do this, that, and the third. But the fact that you're even doing it yourself and you're talking about, oh, these are my top drugs, I love doing this, that, and the third, like, you don't think that that's going to influence some of your supporters to try to do these things to, oh, I want to be like Clavicular. Let me fucking bone smash and take Adderall and ketamine and meth and coke and all this other shit. You don't think that that's going to influence them in some sort of way?
Bro.
I have a bag on me, bro. Let's rip it. Let's rip it, bro.
Bro. That's the funny thing. I don't even do cocaine.
Notice how hard he cringed Max right there? That's the thing about Clavicular. I know he's chasing the fame and doesn't really represent these things or actually mean these things. I would be honestly surprised if he was even on drugs. Every time a fan has come up to him and expressed some sort of...
I mean, the coke maybe, but I ain't gonna lie. I've seen a couple clips from his streams, bro. That nigga's definitely on ketamine. That nigga was definitely on ketamine in them streams. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Bro looked like he was tripping. He was tripping hella.
Similar sentiments that he has expressed on stream, he honestly looks taken aback. It was an incident where he was taking pictures with some fans inside of some sort of gift shop. And when the rabbit had the gun on him, he seemed to be perturbed.
You think we can take a stream photo?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
I bet. All right, on the count of three. Nigga, hell. 3, 2, 1. Nigga, hell.
Oh my God.
Love you, bro.
Bro, that's so cringe, bro. That was like the most like...
This is so cringe. Look at what you've done. This is all you're making, Clav. Look at what you've done. You done influence motherfuckers to come up to you to your face and say that shit next to you. And now you're cringing. Yeah, you're cringing at what the fuck you did, bro. This is you.
Gay thing ever.
Cringe Max to death. Crazy. Now, the unspoken part about these self-destructive streamers is that there is some sort of pushback from communities that don't fuck with what they have to say. And these people can range vastly. Clavicular got the worst of it when he was out on the strip and ultimately got pressed for saying the N-word.
Oh yeah, we reacted to this.
You talking about my kid. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. Call me a nigga hoe. You scared now, but gonna get internet. Oh yeah, yeah.
Keep selling candy, bro. Keep selling candy.
And I found it interesting how he played this situation, which kind of lets me know that he's not about this life. Every time that I see Clavicular get into some sort of real mess, some sort of situation, he kind of tuck tails and hides behind security. Or hides behind the fact that he actually doesn't like this stuff. And it's not just onlookers. His own family has criticisms about how he handles these different situations or the life that he's looking to live.
My dad said, full-blown drug addict, sad. My dad said that.
Don't say that right now.
Yo. Oh my God, bro. Imagining you're a streamer, you open your fucking chat and your dad is in that joint calling you a full-blown drug addict. Oh. Yo, bro. I'm sorry. I mean, God damn. But as a father, like, I'm looking at the parents. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of this shit can be blamed on Clavicular, all that, but these habits come from somewhere. This shit comes from somewhere. What the fuck were you doing as parents? What the fuck were you doing as parents? Y'all ain't stop him from bone smashing. Y'all ain't stop him from doing all of the shit that he was doing at like 14, 15. What the fuck were y'all doing as parents, bro? Because it sounds like y'all didn't do too good of a job, if I'm gonna be for real. Now I don't know the ins and outs of how Clavicular was parented and all that shit, so I'm not gonna really talk about that too much, but it seems like from the outside looking in, y'all ain't do too good of a job.
Oh, Dad, I'm making money. What the fuck do you want me to do? Next stream we'll give shit to the homeless or something. Look at what my mom sent me. She said, you look better here. She said I descended. You look good back then.
Yeah,
you can pull it together.
You look good with Lauren too, bro. Come on, what we doing?
My mom said, you're doing well with the looks max stuff, but you're losing credibility as your looks fade away. Refocus on that and maybe you'll get more respect and followers. Maybe you need rehab. Get help.
Oh my
I think there's so much to take away from those two clips. Clearly, it looks like he's affected by these things. And
fuck. Your own mom saying you need rehab. God damn. I don't know about Clav, but if my mom told me that, bro, I'm fixing my life around immediately, bro. I'm going to rehab immediately, bro. God damn. I was laughing about this shit at first, but now I'm like, God. Man,
In any other situation, we wouldn't give a known drug addict on camera any sort of sympathy or even airtime for that matter. And this may be the only time that I ever do this, but Clavicular looks lost. He looks like he doesn't want to be there, but he doesn't know how to get out. And it doesn't make it any better because the people surrounding him don't give a fuck about him either, and that's clear. The woman sitting next to him as his dad texted him said, "Don't say that." What do you mean don't say that? That's a real thing. That's a real emotion that's happening in real time. Why do I have to hide that? And then his buddy in the car is discouraging his mother's advice to him, saying that he looks like he's changed. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Clavicular literally looks like he's been changing. He's taking this looks maxing thing to a whole different level and is even dabbling with more drugs and now cosmetic surgeries to get it done. People are claiming that he's literally withering away.
It's really funny how Clavicular is shocked that his fan base is full of a bunch of losers and cringy people, because I just saw an interaction between him and some of his fans, and his fans count him saying like all this racist stuff to the camera or whatever. And Clav was getting annoyed. He was like, "Bro, you're so cringy, like stop saying that." And it's like, dude, who do you think your fans are? This is what you built. And it's also funny because I know for a fact Clavicular would describe those two guys using every name under the sun to say how ugly they are.
So the streets say that Clavicular has been withering away.
BRS made it onto motherfucking OBZ. We lit. I be watching that nigga BRS. Some of his takes I agree with, some of his takes I don't. You know what I'm saying? Half. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. The internet is like half and half with BRS. It's like either you really fuck with him or you just super hate him for some of the things that he says. But
apparently, like, he's responded to the withering allegations and he's like, nah, it's not happening. But basically what other people are saying is he's taken so many substances, like, so consistently that it's, you know, it's doing it to him.
I knew Clavicular was done when he was in the gym with somebody just yapping. This is when I knew he was a kid. He talking about, I've taken 20 milligrams of ratatouille. Now they talking about he falling apart. Yeah, bro, he putting all kinds of chemicals in his butt.
And they're like, oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised. What's interesting about that concept to me is, like, as a looks maxer, wouldn't longevity be part of the things you look for? Like, wouldn't it, like, oh,
that's what I'm saying. When he and a bunch of these other looks masters were like, oh yeah, we're not going for longevity. Isn't a part of looks maxing trying to look better for a longer period of time? Don't you still want to be getting Johns at like 30, 40 if you're not like married or whatever? Like, I don't know, man. This whole like, oh, I'm not in it for longevity, like, it's kind of contradictory. I'm not gonna lie.
Substance now, like, it would make me look a certain way now, but later it might blah blah blah.
The reality is that Clavicular is in for a rude awakening. His reputation is catching up to him. He's beginning to realize that his actions do have real world consequences, and the only thing that he can fill these different voids in his life with are more drugs and more insane content. In the last clip, the guy was trying to figure out how this happened so fast, but I think oftentimes because stuff is sensationalized on the internet and we're desensitized to different concepts, all the people that were doing the outrageous content and self-destructive content for the past couple of years, we know for a fact that this stuff is detrimental to people's lives. So no wonder why the pinnacle of all of these content creators, the culmination of all these content creators, the literal spawn of every commentary channel's, you know, videos over the past couple of years has come into form. And no wonder he's like self-destructing. No wonder this is happening to this guy. He's the next evolution of a train wreck. He's like a
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Amuzi for this video. Dog, I'm gonna be so for real when I say this, bro. All these like content creators that are doing the whole 15 minutes of fame shit and they're trying to do the most craziest thing to get clicks and all of that. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I'm stamping this shit. This shit's gonna happen. Like, because motherfuckers is gonna keep on upping the ante until they can't be up no more. Somebody's gonna die from doing this shit. Somebody is going to die from doing this shit. As much as I don't like to be a Debbie Downer and all this shit, bro, somebody is going to fucking die from this shit. You keep upping the ante, keep doing the most craziest things, keep saying the most craziest things. You are inviting negativity into your life to the point that shit might get critical. So to Clav and all the other people who are on the same route that he's on or are going to be on the same route, stop what you're doing right here. First of all, Clav, get fucking help. The other people though, stop what you're doing. Get some therapy and just find other ways to be entertaining in this content space without actively destroying your life and other people's lives along with it. Because we've seen people crash cars. We've seen motherfuckers say racist shit. We've seen motherfuckers do the most craziest things for clicks, views, likes, and all that. And I won't be surprised if one of these motherfuckers put themselves in a situation where they might die for clicks and views. And when that shit actually happens, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna feel bad. I'm not. Because these people put it on themselves. But with Clav, in these clips that Omizi showed and some of the clips that I'm seeing on TikTok and stuff, it seems like he wants to get himself out of a hole that he dug himself in, but he's too deep. He's too deep. If Clav was to go on a rebrand right now, it would take a lot of time for him to build back the fan base that he has. And like Clavicular said, he isn't a longevity guy. So it's no surprise that he's still sticking with this whole thing. But you can tell he doesn't want to do this shit or doesn't like it to a certain extent. But this is the fan base you created. This is what you've created, bro. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Marso Mafia the gang, Marso Mob the squad. Please, for the love of God, don't do no crash out shit on the internet. Like, good lord, bruh. Clav, all you other niggas, hell, even 1500 Demon, that nigga needs, oh my God, that nigga needs help. Good lord. We might do a video on him as well, but yeah. Y'all niggas need help. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Peace.